Hello, Network She Goddesses. How are we all on this third weekend of September? I've watched a lot of the videos that have been posted on this site over the last week, and I think it's fair to say everyone in our nation is struggling with the loss of our dear Queen. She was amazing, whether you are a royalist or not. I think this has hit people particularly hard off the back of what's been an incredibly tough couple of years. I am here as part of the wellness weekend to share some advice on how to look after yourself, how to look after your skin. With the skin being the largest organ of the body, it reflects very often how we feel inside our head, inside our bodies. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. The skin is the face, the front of house, if you will, of what's going on for the rest of us. I think it's showing. I think it really is showing that the time is a difficult one. And as I said, coming off the back of a difficult couple of years, I just think the Queen passing has been the straw that's just proving a little bit too much for a lot of people. And I want to say you are not alone in that. I am here to offer wellness advice and skincare. But because there's more to it than just what you put on your face, wellness is from within. And that can be physical, psychological, physiological, all of the above. All of the above shows in our skin. It definitely shows around the eyes. You can see when someone's glowing and you can see when they're not. The Queen obviously had an amazing life, great health care and all the rest of it, but it just showed in the end that she was mortal, just like the rest of us. What I think she did have in spades, and it helped her to live a long and fulfilled life into her 90s, into the latter half of her 90s, was nourishment. I think she had faith, and I'm not saying everyone has to have faith, but what I'm saying is her faith was her nourishment, her family were her nourishment, her husband was her nourishment, and she felt fulfilled. She had a role to play in our society, and I personally, and it's only my personal opinion, think that she fulfilled that role amazingly, enormously, and richly. And I think that really showed in her life, in the way she was, free of health problems for a very long time, very active, still working 2 days before her death, which I think added to the shock that she was actually gone. And what I want to say in September, a week after her passing, a few days before her funeral, is that we all need to give ourselves time to reflect on what's happened, time to reflect on why it's making us sad and why we're finding it so difficult, and actually time to sit back and find out and really be honest with ourselves as to what nourishes us. Is it looking good, feeling good? Is it spiritual? Is it nutrition? Is it exercise? Is it being part of a tight unit? Is it being part of having a really close family, close group of friends, friends that are more like family? All of that stuff is vitally important. And I think the last few years with COVID and everything, COVID seemed to take away the things that nourished us, yet still give us the stuff that we had to go through, some of the horrible stuff. So my point is, I've talked to you about exercise, I've talked to you about sweating, I've talked to you about food nourishment, I've talked to you about liquids and making sure that you are hydrated. And that's kind of all the physical stuff that we can do to make ourselves look good. And today I want to talk to you about actually finding some nourishment, fulfillment in your life. That, for us women, is often the last thing that we think about. We think about our spouses, our husbands, our partners, our wives, we think about our children. And at this stage in our life, lots of us are thinking about our parents and their health as well. It is okay to take time out of your busy life. Actually, it's not okay. It's imperative that you take some time out of your busy life, especially in times of crisis, and nourish yourselves. When we're on a plane, we're taught to put our own mask on first. And that's because if we are not fulfilled, if we are not capable and able, we cannot be there fully for other people. We always make sure we're there fully for other people and we ignore ourselves. So my wellness advice this weekend, especially in this dark time, is for you to find some nourishment for yourself. Whether that's a walk on the beach, take the dog for a walk, go for a swim, drink yourself into oblivion. Whatever you need to do, not into oblivion, but you know what I mean. If what nourishes you is sitting down with a friend and having a glass of wine and allowing yourself some downtime, or sitting on your own. I quite like to sit in the conservatory in the rain with a glass of Baileys. That just feeds my soul. And that's my message this weekend. Find something that feeds your soul, that you feel good about. There's loads of goodness still going on around us. Even in the darkest of times, we've got to look for the light. And if I can help be that light for anyone, if you need a chat, or, you know, I've chatted with people from this group that I've never met before, and we've talked like friends, because sometimes it's easier to talk to somebody that's a stranger. I'm at the end of the phone. I'm at the end of the email. Drop me a line. Nourish yourself. Nourish yourself is my message this weekend. Stay hydrated, eat well, but there's more to life than just nutrition. Is nourishment as well. So I wish you a great week ahead. I hope you have a lovely weekend. And I hope Monday goes smoothly for everyone. I have a big birthday on Monday. So whilst I'm mourning, adding a 0 to my age, the country's mourning the loss of our wonderful Queen. But I just wanted to say to you all, have a great weekend. I'm at the end of the phone if you need me. You take care. Network She, love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.